So, this is my first time trying to do a little tutorial with the voiceover, and I'm putting this on my YouTube channel, so be patient with me. This is also my first time using the air dry foam clay, and I am going to use it on some IOD Moulds, the pumpkin molds. I've got two different ones, and again, this is my first time using it, the foam clay. It's very lightweight and pliable, and you are supposed to work it for about 30 seconds. So I'm trying to do that. As you can see, that I'm just working it and pulling it and reshaping it, and I'm going to try to make it. I'm not sure if I'm doing the size right, but we will see. And I'm going to put it in my on my big pumpkin on my IOD mold. And notice I'm flattening it out, and then I'm going to put it on there. I did spray my IOD mold with Pam cooking spray. I was told if you use the IOD molds to be sure and do that first, or either to pop it in the freezer for a minute. So I did spray it. I think I might have put a little too much, so I dabbed a little bit of that off. And notice that I'm working my hands. I have dealt with regular air dry clay before and resin, and this is a little bit different texture. So I'm just going to see what happens here. As you notice, I'm going around. I'm trying to feel for the outside line of my pumpkin, and I'm just going to pull off any foam clay that I feel like is excess in what I need. And you're going to see that it's not that hard to do. And I'm just going to go around and pull that off. See how I'm kind of lifting up and feeling to see where the outside of my pumpkin is? These IOD molds are very, very nice. There's different things besides the pumpkin. There's some leaves, a smaller pumpkin on the side, but I just wanted to play with my new product, my foam clay. And notice laying there on my glass table is a small pumpkin on a skewer. And I already did that from the second IOD mold laying there. And it's so lightweight. And I've got an idea for a craft that I want to maybe use these with. I do know it's a little early for fall crafts, but I just wanted to see what this clay was all about that I see everybody using. And I'm taking that for the stem to add a little bit more back on the stem. You want to get the whole design of the pumpkin. And you can't paint this until it dries completely. So that's why I went ahead and put the little pumpkin on a skewer, because what I'm wanting to use it for, I'm going to be using it like it's a pick. And I do think it's lightweight enough that it's going to be fine for that. I think I've almost got it. I'm just going around and feeling all the way around on the outside of the pumpkin. Notice how easy that popped out of my mold. Now I'm taking my little tool, and I first go around and start trying to cut off any excess pieces, especially the bigger pieces that I missed. But this is so lightweight and so easy to work with and so pliable that I find out in just a minute that I don't have to go around and do all that on the little bitty pieces. I can just like smooth them and reshape the outside of the pumpkin with my fingers. See, I'm still trying to get in there and get that, and it's just pulling it apart. And I find out, see how I'm putting it back now? I realize that I can just pick it up and just kind of reshape the border just a little bit with my fingers. There, I started to scrape something off, and I realized it was the design of the pumpkin. So see how I'm just kind of going around and taking my finger and smoothing it out? That's getting rid of all those little strings that was standing out. I can just incorporate it in the body of the pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? Look at the detail. Now I'm just reshaping my stem a little bit, because once this dries, I can't change it, and I want it to be like a little curved. Now these will dry. There's, I'm going to show you the little pumpkin. And you got to be real careful, because I got some strings on the front of it, and it's hard to get it back off. So I'll just have to incorporate that as texture when I do my painting on the pumpkin. I tried to get it off, and I realized that it wasn't going to come off. So I'm just kind of looking at it, and I'm going to show you the back of it. I ended up going in with a little bit more of the foam to secure the skewer, hoping that that will do it. And I think it will when it dries up. It's very lightweight. Very lightweight. Now you do want to keep this sealed, so I'm trying to get the container back on it. After I stopped the video, I double checked and made sure that I had it completely airtight, because you do not want it to dry out. But this was my first time using this, and I do like it. I'm excited to see what and all I can do with it, and stay tuned to see what this product